I was walking down the street one day and I saw a black woman dressed in African garbs, and she had a wrap on her head, but she had a very large forehead. I'm not one to judge people, so I didn't think anything of it. But in the back of my mind, I said, oh, that's peculiar. And then I saw behind her more women dressed in African garb, wrapped head, very large forehead. So then about the 20th woman that I saw like that walking down the street, I didn't think anything of the first one, right? Because now I'm used to seeing that. If they came up to me and talked to me, I wouldn't think anything of it because now I've seen 20 different versions of that same exact thing, right? Then you begin to notice other things that maybe you're not used to. Oh, this one is wearing a golden colored dress. This one has a blue colored dress with all of the various patterns on. This one has very intricate patterns on it. This one has very plain patterns. This one has formed her wrap in a different way than the other 20. You know, you actually become used to new things very quickly, actually. Now, that story seems very innocent, very obvious, and everybody can understand it, right? Nothing's going on in the story. I'm just looking at something new. If I saw 100 more women like that, I wouldn't think anything of it, right? Literally, by the third woman, I'm used to seeing that. So 100 more wouldn't matter, right? I wouldn't go, oh, there's a woman with a large forehead. Now, you know I'm going to talk about black people, right? Okay, here it goes. So I made a video called Leave White People Alone. And I talk often about the psychological damage that black people suffer from who were born, raised, and live in the United States. It is so obvious to me. It's literally as if they were carrying a neon sign above their head and it said psychologically damaged by the white man. It's so blatant to me. So I was looking for a rap video because I see this dance that everybody does, and I knew it came from black people. So finally, I found tons of videos with that dance. I figured out what the dance was called, so then I put in the name of the dance, and then tons of video came up, right? The most popular video was done by black people, but in the video, 90% of the people in the video were white or other. I know white people don't like to call anybody else white, but in my mind, anybody who's not black is white. Anybody, everybody. I literally think, in my mind, that there's black and then everybody else is white. I know white people don't want to think that way. Oh, those Asians aren't white. I'm like, they share all of your characteristics, all of them. And if you don't think they share your characteristics, I can point you to people in Europe who look exactly like that, have never stepped outside of Europe ever in the history of Europe being Europe. Indians look like Greeks and Italians to me, and Spanish. Well, who else you got? Latinos, obviously Spanish. There isn't anything on the planet except black and white. Now, how are you gonna, well, no, Asians or Native Americans. Native Americans look exactly like white people. Exactly. I cannot tell the difference. I can literally pick up 1,000,000 white people, set them right next to Native Americans, and you would not be able to tell the difference. So, to me, there is no difference. There's just black. And yes, Aborigines are black. Because there's people in Africa who live just like that, have never seen a white man, never had sex with a white man, never even heard of a white man for hundreds of thousands of years. I told you, I already made a video saying that Africa has every gene known to man in it. Blonde hair, blue eyes, green eyes, big nose, skinny nose, fat nose, thin nose, big lips, little lips, small lips. We have every gene known to man. So in this video, this dance video, 90% of the people were white. Now you would think it's a white people who created it. No, it's black people. So what's the psychological damage, you're asking? Ah, there we go. There's a thing in business, and the white world is very, very beholden to this. It's called qualification. And a part of that qualification is based in a historical progenitor somewhere that is all-knowing, all-powerful, right? If you're in tennis, you say, oh, I'm from this teacher, and this teacher is this person, and that person is from that person. You know, it's kind of like karate, but for white people. Black people suffer from qualifications that they need qualification from white people. I'm probably saying the wrong word. It's been a long day. I've done a lot of filming, but I'm going to use the word qualification. If you want to correct that word, you're at liberty to in the comments. Qualifications. Black people don't feel that what they are doing is qualified until they have a white person in it. And the white person doesn't have to be anybody of any note. The video of the dance had little white kids in it. So you can see right there that obviously it's not the qualification that a normal, logical person would say. I studied under Anderson Smith of the Smith College in economics. He is the foremost chief economist of the Western Hemisphere. No, they don't need that. They just need white skin in the video. White skin behind their clothing line name. What does this have to do with the large forehead women? I'm sure you're asking that right about now, if you're a thinking person. Congratulations, if you actually thought about that, you're a thinking person. If you didn't, you're a moron. Turn off the TV, read a book. No, I'm kidding. What does this have to do with the large forehead women? What happened, what did I say happened after the third woman? I became used to seeing her. Black people don't think that they are qualified enough. Not only this, wait a minute, not only this, but they don't think other black people are qualified enough. Where did you get this from? Did a white person qualify this? Did you run this by a 6-year-old white person at least? I don't believe you. But I'm a millionaire with just selling this t-shirt. Yes, but is there a white person who is involved in this somehow? I need to have a white person in on this somehow. This is what they tell themselves. This is what they tell other black people. I'm sure you've heard of this study that they did with monkeys. They put monkeys in a room. In one corner, they put a set of steps. At the top of the steps was with bunches of bananas hanging from the ceiling. They had sets of 5 monkeys, and they qualified the groups, or they divided the groups into generations. So the first generation was 5 monkeys, right? I might be getting the numbers wrong. In the first generation, the bottom step, which is the first step that they would step on, was electrified. The monkey steps on the step, it's electrified, he goes screaming, writhing in agony and pain. Second monkey, third monkey, fourth monkey, fifth monkey, all writhing in pain. They pluck one monkey out of the first generation, replace him with a monkey from the second generation. So this is a brand new monkey who has never been electrocuted. He steps on the step, electrocuted, writhing, screaming in pain. Or they replace another first generation with a second generation. He steps on the step, electrocuted, writhing in pain. By the third replacement, all the other monkeys say don't step on the step. They replace the entire first generation. Now it's the second generation. All the second generation tell the third generation, as they're replacing the second generation with the third generation, they're going one by one, they tell them don't step on the step. By the third generation, and here comes the fourth generation, they have no idea why you don't step on the step, but they stop every monkey coming thereafter from stepping on the step. Fourth generation, no idea, don't go step on the step, that's all they know. Why? The step is no longer electrified. Fourth generation has no idea, but they have now passed on this knowledge without any sort of qualification as to why, any sort of history or whatever. This is the psychological damage that has been done to the black man. You're not qualified enough for another black person. When you talk about cultural appropriation for black people, for other people, they know exactly what you're doing. Oh, you put on a sarong, you put on a sari, you're tattooed with henna. They know exactly what they're taking and why they're angry at you taking it. you culturally appropriate stuff from black people, they have no idea what's going on, and they'll buy it repackaged by white people, even though a black person invented it. What does that have to do with the monkey story? Black people don't feel that they are qualified to do anything, even if they invented the thing themselves. A white person can come along, steal it, brazenly steal it, and black people will still buy from the white person. They won't stand in solidarity and say, hey, you stole this from my brother. You can't do that. Nope, they will. Not only will they buy from the white person, but they will shun the black person that actually invented whatever they stole. Black people invented this dance? Nope. Original video, 1,000 views. Video with a whole bunch of white people doing it, 52 million views. I tell you, it's like you all are wearing a neon sign to me. It's like it's right above your head, psychologically damaged by the white man. Now, for white people listening, this isn't an insult, these are just facts. These are just facts. And in fact, I would prefer you not listen, because then, you get the idea, you could get ideas of, oh, well, I could just steal from black people and actually make millions more. I don't want to avoid that, but I want to make black people aware of their damage. Why are you Christians? Let's go back to the monkey story. 4th generation monkeys have no idea why you don't step on the step, but they will not step on the step. 5th generation, don't know, don't step on the step. 6th generation, don't know, don't step on the step. 7, 8, 9, 100 generations of monkeys. They have no clue, but you don't step on the step. Why are you Christian? Why? But it's the truth. Those monkeys in the 100th generation will swear to you that they know that you don't step on that step. Why? Because that's what their father told them. The 99th generation told them don't step on that step. Why are you Christian? Why are you buying from white people what black people invented? Why? Do you know that Asians will not buy Asian crap unless it has somebody's name that they actually know? Oh, this is from Hong Si Kwan. I know him. Okay, let me go over to Hong Si Kwan and buy from him. This is very nice. Thank you for showing it to me. Buy. Oh, they're not going to buy it from the white person. They're going to go directly to the source and buy it from them if they want it. Black people don't do that. They do exactly the opposite. If Leon invented a cocoa butter cream specifically for black people and spent 20 years making it, by gum, black people are going to buy it from John Smith, who simply put the word cocoa on the jar. There's not a drop of coconut in there anywhere. Not only that, but they would swear up and down that it is the best thing ever. It is such good quality. Oh, and there's going to be 100 black women on YouTube making videos about, oh, how awesome this coconut oil is for your skin and scalp. And let me show you this 20-minute video about how awesome this is. Meanwhile, the actual real inventor has gone broke. Why are you Christian? Because your mother told you to be Christian. Because your father told you to be Christian. I could ask that of white people too. Why are you Christian? That question has absolutely nothing to do with race. Not only that, not only were black people suppressed in their religion, but white people were suppressed in their religion too. White people aren't worshiping the God that their ancestors worshipped. 100th generation monkeys. So let's fold this all the way back to the beginning of the video when I talked about the large forehead women. Black people, whatever you do is good enough. You don't need a white person in your video. You don't need a white person in your company. There is no qualification that a white person can give you that you don't already have yourself. I have black people come into my channel all the time and say, where did you get this? And I ignore them because I know they're psychologically damaged. They don't understand that I'm a reporter. I'm the guy on the TV that stands in front of the camera and says, this is happening right now. They don't get it. They need white qualification. Where did you get this? I'm the source. You can quote me. Why don't you all do this? Type in the name Shakaama in Google, and I want you to see how many pages come up on Google under that name, Shakaama. Now type in your name. How many pages come up on Google? I know that's not fair, but I'm the authority. I don't need qualification. I am the qualification. I am the source. You want to see some sources? Peruse over my videos and you will see, I've let you see what I do. You will see videos where I've actually called the people in question. I've called to experts, scholars, scientists. I don't get my junk from CNN because that's what you're looking for, right? Did you get this off of CNN? No, I am CNN. You ignorant black peasant. What the hell is your problem? I'm the guy. I'm the guy. I'm the newspaper. I am the newspaper. This is the source right here. I just had Alex Jones connect to me. I didn't connect to Alex Jones. Alex Jones connected to me. And some other scholars, people that you see in the news have connected to me. I know, little black boy in the middle of nowhere who never leaves his house, lives in a haunted house. I don't know if you heard it a second ago, but something just crashed into my window. I didn't even look up. I'm in a closed estate. This is an interior window. There should be absolutely no noises on the window, but something just crashed into it. I didn't look up. I don't want to look up. I don't know what I might see. I'm the source. I'm not Huffington Post. I'm not CNN. I'm not CBS. I'm not Fox News. I'm Shakaama. Welcome to my channel. I have blogs and all sorts of stuff. I am a news network and I market online. I do all my own marketing. What source? So I'm doing a scholarship for the top 10 top 10 majors in school. You see my video about that. I'm doing a scholarship, offering a scholarship for those. I will be offering a scholarship for those. When I give people money, are they going to go, where did this money come from? You know what? I bet they would. I bet you black people would. So where did you get this money from? That's just how psychologically damaged they are. That's just how psychologically damaged they are. I have done that. I have given people stuff of value and they said, where did you get this? What does that question mean? That question means, obviously, Negro, you can't afford this. You didn't make this. Where did you get this? That's that 100th generation of monkeys. I don't know why I'm asking this, but you are not qualified to have this and to give it out. So you must have got it from a white person. That's how psychologically damaged you all are. I know black people don't want me airing the dirty laundry, but I air dirty laundry that nobody's ever talked about. Have you ever heard of this anywhere else? Has Dr. Umar Johnson, he's a psychologist, right? Has he talked about this? I'd like to know. I'd be interested in knowing. It's so blatant and open and obvious to me. I don't need a degree in psychology, although I probably could get certified because I have enough credits for it. I never thought about that. I wonder. It's so blatantly obvious to me. I don't need a degree to tell me that. Or have a degree, but has anybody talked about this? The people always, why are you airing our dirty laundry? Because you don't know it. You don't recognize it. You don't see the damage that you're suffering from in your daily life. I just saw a comedian, black comedian, say, just stop his entire shtick to say, this is the truth of a black man walking at home. And he sees white people and he said, we are afraid of white people. I see it. I see it. I see it. I had a white man say, I'm sure you're afraid of me. And I said, I fear no man on earth. There is absolutely nothing that I'm afraid of for you. Really? He was so insulted. He was beside himself insulted. And then he went into, I know this boxing, what do you know? I said, well, I happen to know Iaijutsu, which means the way of the drawing of the sword. I pull out the sword and kill you as I'm pulling it out. He said, okay, you win. I don't have such a martial art. I don't know that. Yes, I only know deadly stuff. I'm not going to punch you around. Who needs that? Either we're going to get completely violent or we're not going to do it at all. But the key thing is that he was so insulted that a black man would tell him that he's not afraid of him. But you all are afraid of white people. You all are so damaged. It hurts my feelings. And even when I say, hey, look, it's a step. You can step on it, you can get the damn bananas. Oh, no, no, no. My mama told me not to step on that step. I literally could be jumping up and down on it, rolling around on it. Still, they would say, no, that's not true. My mama told me. But, and I have other black people who say, just give up on these people. You could literally sit there and eat lunch naked on the damn step and they will not believe it. You could have a 5-course meal on the step and they still would not believe it. And even when I ask, why do you not step on the step? And the step represents everything that you're doing in life. Everything. Everything. They can't tell me, they can't give me an answer. It hurts my feelings. Thank you for watching the Shakaama Live Show.